Have you ever dreamed of building a real estate empire? Owning properties, collecting rent checks, creating passive income while you sleep? That dream sounds amazing until reality kicks in. Because traditional real estate investing isn't always glamorous. A tenant calls you at 2 a.m. because the water heater exploded. Someone stops paying rent for 3 months. A roof suddenly needs replacing. Property taxes go up. Maintenance never ends. For many people, becoming a landlord slowly turns into a second full-time job. And that's why so many investors give up before they even begin. But what if there was another way? What if you could own pieces of shopping malls, apartment buildings, hospitals, warehouses, hotels, and even massive data centers without dealing with tenants, repairs, or property management? That's where REITs come in. REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. And in simple terms, a REIT allows everyday investors to own real estate the same way they own stocks. Think about it like this. Imagine a giant birthday party. One person alone probably can't afford the huge venue, the decorations, the entertainment, and the giant cake. But if thousands of people contribute together, suddenly that massive event becomes affordable. That's exactly how a REIT works. Thousands of investors pool their money together. The REIT company then uses that money to buy large-scale, income-producing properties. These are often high-quality properties that most people could never afford on their own. We're talking about luxury apartments, medical centers, office towers, industrial warehouses, and even the data centers powering the internet. And here's the beautiful part. By law, REITs are required to distribute most of their profits back to investors as dividends. In other words, you get paid simply for owning shares. It's like receiving rent checks without ever becoming a landlord. No fixing toilets, no chasing tenants, no collecting late payments. Just passive income flowing into your investment account. Now, some people think you need tens of thousands of dollars to start investing in real estate. But with REITs, that's simply not true. You don't need a massive down payment. You can start small. Even investing $35 a week consistently can begin building your real estate portfolio over time. And this is where the real magic happens. At first, the dividends may seem tiny. Maybe your investments generate enough income to buy a coffee each month. That doesn't feel exciting. And many beginners quit during this stage because they think it's not working. But what they don't realize is they're standing at the beginning of the snowball effect. Every dividend you reinvest buys more shares. Those additional shares generate even more dividends. Then those dividends buy even more shares again. Over time, the process begins accelerating. Slowly at first, then dramatically. This is the power of compounding. And compounding is one of the greatest wealth-building forces in the world. The longer you stay invested, the more your money starts working harder than you do. Eventually, those small dividend payments can grow into meaningful passive income streams. For some investors, it becomes enough to cover groceries. For others, utility bills. And for long-term investors with patience and consistency, it can eventually grow large enough to rival a full-time salary. But before you rush into buying the highest-paying REIT you can find, there's something important you need to understand. Not every high dividend yield is a good sign. Sometimes a REIT offering a 10% dividend payout is actually a warning signal. This is called a yield trap. A company with financial problems may appear attractive because the dividend looks huge, but underneath, the business itself could be struggling. So instead of chasing the highest yield, focus on quality. Look for REITs with strong properties, reliable tenants, healthy financials, and long histories of stable dividend payments. And finally, remember this. The stock market will move up and down every single day. Prices will flicker red and green constantly. But those short-term price movements are often just noise. They're simply the auction prices of the market. The real question isn't, did the stock go up today? The real question is, did I continue investing consistently this week? Because successful investing is usually boring. It's about patience, consistency, and giving time the opportunity to work for you. You don't need to become a millionaire overnight. You just need to keep building, one share at a time, one dividend at a time, 1 week at a time. And over the years, those small actions can slowly grow into a real estate empire without ever dealing with tenants. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to become smarter with money.